is where you can go and see what they have, the 80 exhibits. And this is set up to be one of the best expos ever. And the Advent Health Championship, Korn Ferry Tour, Blue Hills Country Club, is one of the sponsors and part of it as well. And they're giving away tournament tickets to the tournament to all attendees each day. So you can go and check out the Advent Health Championship at Blue Hills Country Club and a really cool Korn Ferry Tour event in Kansas City. We'll talk with Rick Amos coming up later on this hour about that. 913-912-4810 is the text line to join us today. 913-912-4810 to weigh in and be a part of the show. So we've obviously talked a lot of football and the specific game in the Super Bowl. We've started talking off-season stuff and different moves and questions and where's our focus going to be with these moves the Chiefs will make. And we've talked about the particulars of the game and the overall bigger meaning of the game. We've talked a little bit about the field conditions. Mm-hmm. A lot of people have talked about the field conditions, certainly. But around here, it was both teams had to play on the field. And, Chiefs figured out maybe the better way of going about it. You talked about that there was an actual study or somebody did the counting to see who was slipping in the All-22 and be able to count up specifically, and it was way more of the Eagles players that were slipping and falling than the Chiefs. Travis and Jason Kelce talked about it like, doesn't bother me. I'd rather be like that because I'll adjust, and I'd rather Chris Jones be slipping around the field, as Jason Kelce said. Do I want Chris Jones with good footing or slipping around the field? I'll take a slipping Chris Jones. And so we haven't talked a whole lot about it. Well, we did discuss before the Super Bowl that this was George Toma's last Super Bowl. 57 Super Bowls he has done as part of the grounds crew. It's a groundskeeper for the Super Bowl to get the field, the sod, ready to go. And this was the last one. And it was what looked like players playing on a sheet of ice at times. And the grounds crew and things that have taken place have caught a lot of flack as to what was happening. The NFL's caught some flack. The painting that's there, they replayed a couple of times the Chiefs and 49ers because since the Super Bowl, they've had NFL Network, the great Super Bowl games and things like that, and then they've done a number of Chiefs games specific because they're the Super Bowl champs, and the Chiefs and 49ers. And interesting to see that field, the way it was painted, versus the Jackson Pollock that was the Super Bowl in Arizona. I mean, clean, undersold in Miami with the Super Bowl and the logos and the field. And then, hey, everybody, this is the Super Bowl. In case you didn't know, we're going to paint the whole field, and it's going to look like Boise State.
Here are 7 logos.
That's right.
They even gave us yellow end zones and got nothing, no extra credit for that because how bad everything else was.
Because the yellow end zones were drowned out by the blue and the turquoise and the pink and the other colors that were on
slip and slide
on the field. So George Toma is now ready to fight back. George Toma's retiring, so he ain't beholden to the NFL anymore. He ain't beholden to, let me play the company line here. And he's tired of being discussed as part of the problem of what took place. So George Toma